She was an actress with big potential. Then Brittany Murphy died young. Well, now a new HBO Max documentary is looking into the star's troubled final year.
Ashton Kutcher just flipped the script on Diddy, and word is, he's ready to hand over proof linking Diddy to Brittany Murphy's mysterious passing. Ever since talk started swirling about the feds, possibly reopening Brittany's case, things have been looking worse and worse for Diddy. And now, one of his own closest friends is rumored to be getting ready to snitch on him. Buckle up, because this is about to get wild. Now, Diddy's name has been lighting up headlines non-stop since his arrest last September, and the dirt being dug up just keeps getting darker. He's facing some serious charges. We're talking trafficking, racketeering, transporting people for prostitution, and forced labor under horrifying conditions. And now that his trial officially kicked off this month, the heat is on. More and more alleged victims are coming forward. People are digging through every inch of Diddy's past with a fine-tooth comb, trying to uncover red flags they may have missed, especially when it comes to the folks he surrounded himself with. And one name that just won't go away? Ashton Kutcher. If this is news to you, you might not think of Ashton and Diddy as a duo, but they've actually been tight for years. Though Ashton's attitude has apparently changed big time since Diddy's arrest. According to OK Magazine, their bromance started way back in the early 2000s, and they hit it off fast. Ashton even opened up about their weird friendship on Hot Ones back in 2019. He said it all started thanks to Punk'd. Diddy told him, "Yo, you can't punk me." And Ashton shot back, "I don't know what to tell you. Everybody is on the table." And just like that, they became regular hangout buddies, even watching football together. But now that Diddy's legal mess is blowing up, people are seriously side-eyeing the crowd he ran with. And for years, Diddy and Ashton's names have been whispered in connection to Brittany Murphy's tragic and sudden passing. Brittany's death in 2009 sent shockwaves through Hollywood, and even today, there are still way too many unanswered questions about what really happened. According to reports, Brittany collapsed in the bathroom of the home she shared with her husband, Simon Monjack, and her mom, Sharon Murphy. When things spiraled out of control, it was Sharon who called 911. Brittany was rushed to Cedars-Sinai in LA, but heartbreakingly, she didn't make it. The official story at the time? Pneumonia. But for many people, that explanation never added up. Friends later came forward claiming Brittany had told them she felt like she was being watched. Even scarier, she believed she was being slowly poisoned. And if that isn't eerie enough, there are major similarities between Brittany's death and the 2018 death of Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and mother of 3 of his kids. Just like Brittany, Kim had reportedly told friends she feared for her life in the weeks before her passing. And guess what? The LA County coroner listed her cause of death as lobar pneumonia, the exact same thing listed on Brittany's autopsy. Are we really supposed to believe that 2 young, seemingly healthy women both living in fear just so happened to die of the same rare pneumonia? People are calling major foul on that. And it gets even shadier. Kim was allegedly working on a tell-all book and was rumored to be getting ready to spill serious dirt on Diddy, maybe even cooperating with the feds. And then, out of nowhere, she's gone. As for Brittany, her husband Simon Monjack didn't even want an autopsy done. That alone raised plenty of eyebrows. Legally, he couldn't stop it, so the coroner went ahead and eventually ruled her death as accidental, citing pneumonia, anemia, and multiple drug intoxication. But even that didn't bring closure. Just a few months later, Simon himself died from pneumonia and anemia in the exact same house. Come on! And here's where it gets downright bizarre. According to ABC News, the coroner's office at first refused to reveal what substances were found in Brittany's system, which only fueled more suspicion. Simon tried to downplay the whole thing, claiming in an interview with People that she was only taking herbal remedies, period meds, and cough syrup. Nothing dangerous, he insisted. But fans weren't buying it. The whole thing smelled fishy. And Brittany's mom, Sharon, stood by Simon swearing Brittany never used drugs or drank alcohol. She even suggested her daughter might have had an undiagnosed heart condition. But what really raised alarms? Brittany had been telling her friends for weeks that she thought she was being poisoned. Yes, poisoned. Brittany reportedly became so paranoid that she installed fingerprint recognition locks and CCTV cameras in her home. You don't do that unless you're really scared. And then came the mold theory. After Brittany's death, there were whispers about toxic mold in the Hollywood Hills home. Suddenly, both Simon and Sharon claimed that maybe that's what killed her. But when investigators wanted to test for mold, they refused. Why block the inspection if mold was the real problem? It made 0 sense. Plus, pathologist Dr. Richard Shepard shut that whole theory down. He said there was no evidence of fungi in Brittany's lungs or bloodstream. So mold? Outside. But Brittany's fear of being poisoned still very much in play, and it paints a terrifying picture. In her final months, Brittany became super paranoid, avoiding food and drinks from certain places, convinced someone was trying to harm her. She told close friends that powerful people in Hollywood were watching her, and that these people had bad intentions. And don't even get me started on her husband, the shady figure at the center of it all. Simon Monjack was older, controversial, and honestly gave off all the wrong vibes. They met when Brittany was just 17. His rep was already packed with red flags, accusations of fraud, manipulation, and just straight-up sketchy behavior. Many of Brittany's friends were convinced he was taking advantage of her. And now, with Diddy's world crumbling and Ashton reportedly ready to spill the truth, the mystery of Brittany Murphy's death might finally be coming back into the spotlight. And looking back now, it's almost impossible not to wonder if everyone was right. Their relationship was strange, isolating, and maybe even dangerous. And don't forget, Simon died just 5 months after Brittany, in that exact same house under creepy similar circumstances. Pneumonia and anemia. Again! Come on, y'all, there's just too much here that doesn't add up. The secrecy, the paranoia, the matching causes of death. Whatever was going down behind those closed doors, this was not some random tragic accident. Something way darker was clearly happening. Now pause for a second and seriously think about it. What are the odds that two relatively healthy adults, both living in the same house, both die from the same thing just months apart? Like, hello? That is not just tragic. That is straight up suspicious as hell. And once that mold theory got completely shut down, things really took a twisted turn. Fast forward a few years, Brittany Murphy's father, Angelo Bertolotti, was not buying the official story. Nope. He went rogue, hired a private lab to dig deeper. And what they found? Chilling. We are talking sky-high levels of heavy metals in Brittany's hair, the kind you'd find in rat poison or insecticide. Let that sink in. And get this, Angelo flat out said he believed his daughter was murdered. Murdered. But why didn't the original autopsy catch any of this? Experts say the coroner didn't even test for poisoning. Why? Because, wait for it, no one suggested it. Are you kidding me? Brittany had been literally telling people she was scared of being poisoned. She was begging for someone to take her seriously, and no one did. And let's not forget, Sharon and Simon, her mom and her husband, were blocking investigations left and right. It wasn't just shady, it reeks of a full-blown cover-up. And Sharon's behavior after Brittany's death had fans whispering nonstop. Word was, after Brittany passed, Sharon and Simon got way too close, and like weirdly close. And then boom, Simon dies too. And Sharon, she sold the house right away and dropped that mold theory like it never existed. No calls for deeper investigation, no push for answers. Just poof, case closed. Now seriously, if your daughter died under the weirdest, scariest circumstances, wouldn't you be demanding the truth? Why wasn't Sharon screaming for justice? And here's where the Hollywood tea starts boiling over. Some believe Sharon and Simon were hiding something huge, but others think Brittany had even more powerful enemies. Allegedly, Brittany got blacklisted for refusing to play along with Hollywood's dark side. You know, the one connected to Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Yes, that Diddy. So how was Brittany tied to all that? Let's rewind. Remember her whirlwind romance with Ashton Kutcher? They started dating in 2002 after filming Just Married, and rumor had it they were even engaged. They were spotted wearing matching rings. But plot twist, they split after just 5 months. Why? Allegedly, Ashton cheated on Brittany with none other than Demi Moore. And guess what? Demi was also reportedly a guest at Diddy's parties, and the timeline? Shady AF. Ashton went public with Demi right after he and Brittany broke up. What are the chances? But buckle up, it gets even darker. Now there's fresh buzz that Brittany, just like Kim Porter, may have found out way too much about what really went down at those parties. Word is, Brittany got her hands on some explosive evidence about Diddy and Ashton's alleged activities. And yes, there are anonymous sources claiming this info has already been taken straight to the feds. Could Brittany have uncovered something so dangerous that it made her a target? Was she silenced? What do you think? Drop your opinion in the comments because this rabbit hole runs deep. And don't forget, check out our other videos to stay locked in with all the latest Hollywood tea. Until next time, stay tuned.